A professional pilot that flies commercial flights committed a terrible crime. This pilot murdered his wife. Not only that he murdered his wife, he cut the wife into small pieces, and then packed in a bag, wrapped it up, and dumped it inside the house. Dressed up, went to airport, and then began his work for the day. The flight was ready. He entered the cockpit and took off. Now, when this man took off, something in his mind was telling him that the moment he lands at the destination airport, that he will be arrested. Because already the crime has gotten away. So what this man planned to do aboard that flight was either to crash it inside the sea, killing everybody aboard, or to crash it above a high mountain, killing everybody. It was an 18-hour flight. Very long, and this man was battling with this idea. Now he knew a terrible fate awaited him at the destination. And because he was so afraid, he decided to crash that plane, killing himself and everyone aboard, and to commit suicide. Now there was something that was not okay. At each time this man attempts to crash the flight, you don't see something like a superior force will hold his hand. According to you, that for more than 10 times, he tried to crash the flight without succeeding. And then eventually, this man landed the plane successfully without killing over 200 people aboard the flight. Now, the moment he came out from the aircraft already, there was an intel that was sent from his country to that destination country. So security people just came and arrested him. When he saw them, he told them, I knew you were waiting for me. So they had coffee and took him off. Now, when this man was being interviewed, what was going on in your mind? You knew we were waiting for you. So why did you hand yourself over? This man said, I can't really explain. But what I knew is that in this 18-hour duration, I attempted to crash this plane on 10 occasions without succeeding. And he said, I felt strongly deep within me that there was somebody in that plane, a great soul in that plane, whose spirit was so powerful that I couldn't crash that plane. That each time I wanted to crash that plane, that powerful soul became a neutralizing force, preventing me from crashing that plane. That all those people aboard that flight should thank their God. For whoever that soul was, all credit goes to him. But if not for that single soul, everybody aboard that flight would have met them at that end. I found this story very critical to unlocking the message of the first reading today. The power of goodness. That was what Abraham wanted to understand today when he asked God a question. He asked God, are you actually going to destroy the good and the bad? When the fate of Sodom and Gomorrah was hanging on the balance, And then the prospect of destroying these two cities became inevitable. And then Abraham could not wrap his mind around this. He asked God, wait, do you really mean to tell me that you want to destroy the good and the bad? That the good will fare like the evil people? Then we are not going to do that. How can a God of justice do such a thing? He was holding God up to a moral standard. You are a just God. Does it mean that there is no merit to goodness? Does it mean it doesn't matter being good anymore? Since both the good and the bad are subject to the same fate. And God said, not at all. I can never treat the good and the bad alike. And then came one of the most powerful drama in the scripture. And Abraham said, if I find 50 good people, will you spare this nation for the sake of the 50 people? This question, Abraham was reversing the standard of justice. The standard of justice you and I are conversant with is this: the good, the innocent should go free, the guilty should suffer. But in this instance, there was a reversal and a new idea of justice. That for the sake of the good people, the evil people should be set free. This is not a human approach to justice. Now, where I want to lay emphasis today is this: if you are ever in love with evil, if you are the type that loves committing evil, if you are the type that hates goodness with passion, it's okay. But pay attention to this. The message I want to give you today is this: always create avenue for people to be good. If you can't be good, it is only bad enough that you are an evil person. But to go out of your way to make it difficult for people to do good, you are not only putting yourself in trouble. That is, committing evil is already creating problem for yourself. But going out of your way to make it difficult for people to do good is closing up the only remaining door of salvation for yourself. There are many people in this world who would have met with tragic circumstances if not for the goodness or righteousness of some people they will not know about. Take the story of St. Augustine, for instance. St. Augustine was a notorious sinner. If not for Augustine's mother, St. Monica, who was crying from pillar to post, going to one priest to the other. In fact, at a point, St. Ambrose said to Monica, this child of so much tears will never get lost. Now, we will never be lost. Your tears, I love to save this child. Augustine later acknowledged that if not for his mother, his fate would have been a different thing. If you don't realize the power of goodness, that the goodness is so powerful that it can subvert the trend of evil and create room for salvation. That goodness has a redeeming power to even save the evil people. You will never prevent those who are doing good to stay around you. Because in most cases, their salvation is coming not as a result of fear, it is as a result of their own goodness. That God looks on the merits of their goodness and grants you mercy and forgiveness. But you have a situation where people have chosen to do the path of evil as if that wasn't enough. They make it their duty to stop others. I remember the story of a man who came to his house and they announced to the shock of his family members that henceforth nobody is allowed to go to church in this house anymore. Don't go against my order. It's final. You don't want to go to church. Now you don't want your family to go again. Who knows? Maybe if you had allowed your family to go, maybe one or two may repent and do life of righteousness, save your family from perdition. If there is no great soul in any family, if there is no person willing to live a righteous life, trust me, this reign of evil will consume our family.